Hello, if you're tuning in to this presentation, you're potentially looking to find more information about Rocklin Virtual Campus. We'd like to share with you a little bit about what to expect in RVC. While our campus is geared to all ages, including transitional kindergarten students all the way up through 12th grade, this particular presentation is geared towards our elementary students, kindergarten through 5th grade.
Hi parents, we're happy to hear that you're considering joining Rocklin Virtual Campus. Before you make your decision, we think there's some pretty important things we want you to understand. First of all, Rocklin Virtual Campus is very different than distance learning.
RVC is a fully online curriculum administered by Rocklin USD faculty. It is great for involved parents who want an at-home school experience, more flexibility than in-person school offers, or the ability to keep their children out of public spaces during this pandemic. Why might you choose RVC? Maybe you're looking at the safety of the loved ones around you. Maybe you're looking for consistency of models. Maybe you're looking for flexibility of location, schedules, or maybe you're just really interested in our awesome teachers. What does a day in the life of RVC look like? The wonderful thing about RVC is this can vary for every student and every family. There are a couple components that students must tune into for their synchronous time. These are listed in green on this sample daily schedule: the morning meeting time and the small group time. We'll talk about that in just a moment. The rest of the schedule, while this is a suggested daily schedule, is flexible or asynchronous and is able to be completed at various times depending upon what your family or student needs. The morning meeting time is done daily for 30 minutes with the RVC teacher, usually in the morning. This is a time where students build community, they get social and emotional learning, they engage in activities with both their peers and their teachers, and they have a daily check-in for their attendance. The small group instruction is also done with the RVC teacher. This is done at least twice a week for 30 minutes. In some cases, it can be more often or even daily. During this small group instruction, students will receive math mini lessons and reading and writing mini lessons to help support their learning within Edgenuity. The rest of the schedule, listed in white here, is flexible and is asynchronous. Because so much of it is asynchronous, a lot of the work is dependent upon the role of the learning coach. The learning coach helps students by navigating online learning programs, facilitating hands-on activities, supporting new learning, managing time, and turning in work. This responsibility is not held lightly. Within RVC, the learning coach can either be a parent, a guardian, an extended family member, a responsible babysitter, or another adult that can help a child navigate the learning within the virtual learning platforms. This parent of a 3rd grader said, "I spend about 30 minutes each weekend preparing for the week ahead, so we are ready to get to work on Monday morning. The process of scanning and uploading assignments does take some getting used to and does require a parent commitment of at least an additional hour each week. Overall, that time commitment can vary depending on the age of your child. Our youngest students are not readers yet, so therefore they require more hands-on support from their learning coach. This can be approximately 3 to 4 hours per day. For 2nd and 3rd graders, it's slightly decreased because they are starting to become readers and more independent, but still requires 2 to 3 hours per day of support from that learning coach. In the 4th and 5th grades, it's much lighter, but also does require approximately 1 to 2 hours per day.
You'll see here, there's a tab for you as the learning coach. It gives you your overview of what are the objectives, what does your child need to be doing, what you need to be doing to help your child. And in addition to doing all these lessons, you need to review their work as they finish it. Since the child only has 2 half-hours a week with the teacher, it's critical that you're catching their mistakes as they happen. At the end of the week, in K3, is when you upload their work to the actual Rocklin teacher, who then grades it and puts it in the gradebook so that your child has credit. All the other work has to get done and the minutes have to get fulfilled, but you don't have to follow this exact schedule. So if you're working during the day and you can only help your child on the evening, that's okay. Just know that during the day, they're not on with the teacher all day.
The voice of a third grade parent. I spend between 3 and 4 hours a day interacting with my son as he reads to me and as he understands the materials presented, and I offer additional instruction and supplemental activities as needed. That asynchronous learning that happens every day includes Edgenuity coursework, both in language arts and in math. It includes classroom activities provided both through Google Classroom or Seesaw, depending on the grade level. Social studies is done through Studies Weekly. Science in our youngest grades are done through Mystery Science and through Edgenuity in the older grades. Intervention and extension materials are provided through PathBlazer. Sports for Learning is our physical education program, Arts and Crafts, and Raz Kids for our youngest learners.
Now, if you want to get an idea of what the curriculum looks like, this week in my class, the topic is community leaders. And this is actually a Monday learning activity. The kids click through the slides each day, following along with the lessons on their own. Their spelling lessons are in there, their vocabulary words. Every week they do a published piece of writing. They do fluency recordings so that the teacher can hear their reading and how that's improving.
Parents should expect to be hands-on initially for this transition, as students will need assistance to navigate the new systems. However, because of the hard work and dedication offered daily from the educators who make up the RVC platform, that parental involvement does lessen as the students become more comfortable with their independence. Communication is a key factor within Rocklin Virtual Campus. Emails to parents or with parents is key. Some of those include week at glances, overviews for the week, and other key links that are important to the learning for the week. These also include things to be aware of as you, the learning coach, support your child throughout the week. There's also communication within our platforms. For example, there will be notifications potentially in Edgenuity, gentle reminders, or communication through Clever. In Google Classroom or Seesaw, teachers will also provide additional materials or checklists that will help with navigating the virtual learning within our program. My son is thriving in the RVC program. His third grade teacher is incredibly supportive, and she is doing an amazing job connecting with her students and communicating with parents. Because our program is fully virtual, there are some technology recommendations that we would like you to be aware of. This includes providing a Chromebook or laptop, which is strongly preferred over an iPad for the ease of use. A strong internet connection will help your child to be successful. And headphones with a microphone so that the student can focus on the learning in front of them and interact with their peers and teachers. Some other voices from our family say, we currently have 4 elementary students enrolled in RVC, and it has been the best decision for our family to deal with the public health crisis we find ourselves in. Beyond that, all of our children, including our kindergartner, have gained a heightened sense of autonomy and an understanding of how to actively participate and grow in a digital education platform, which we believe are valuable skills to have for the future of global education, regardless of why we chose RVC initially. If you are interested in joining RVC and it seems like the right fit for your child and your family, please contact your traditional school. Thanks for joining us, and we hope this helps you make an informed decision.